Hello and welcome to the slaughter. Hi Ashley, welcome to the stream. No worries. What YouTube video are you watching? You can't hear me, you've probably muted me to watch the YouTube video. I realise this as I say it. I can smell toast. I hope my dad's making toast and I'm not having a stroke, because that would be awkward and also bad, but yeah. Welcome to this little game called The Slaughter, Act 1. Slaughter is apparently a word that is banned on Twitch, so I had to spell it wrong in the title. I'm mad about it. I couldn't do it any other way. Tom Scott and pals have technical difficulties. Nice. Yeah, so I had to misspell the title. Very upset. And this is a little game about a little detective in Victorian London, so it looks good. I don't know, we'll see. Escape, pause menu, cool. Oh, it's loud. It's quite loud. We'll deal with that in a second.
Begging your pardon.
Shouldn't you be up a chimney somewhere? Tell this buffoon to kick harder. Who am I? What?
I said, shouldn't you be up a chimney somewhere? Always the clown, eh, Sydney? Sally, show our friend your sense of humour.
Of humour.
Bonk him. Still laughing, Sydney?
Oh, am I the person being beaten up? I'm sorry, what did I join to? The slaughter. That's Mr. Emerson to you. Half pint.
You don't know when to shut it, do ya? Salis.
Bonk.
You see, Sydney, this ain't the day to wind up Charlie Finch.
What's that?
Do you know why?
It's your birthday. How does it feel to have attained?
No, I'll tell you why. That ugly mug of yours intruded on my dream last night, and I take particular offence to that. Intrusions upon my dreams.
The boss likes his dreams.
That's right, Salis. So you can imagine my displeasure when I found you playing with bad credit in my gambling house. That you'd have the nerve to do such a thing after last night's intrusion. Teach him to keep his nose out of my dreams, Salis.
He doesn't seem to be kicking me very hard, to be fair. Boof. Boof.
So what have we learned?
You scrubber.
Kick him till he shits his ribs.
Alright then. And once again, I plunge to a new depth. Hey Will, how was your day at work? Having my internal organs reshuffled at the command of a child. I suppose it's as good a death as I'm likely to receive.
What the blazes is that?
Oh shit! Boss, it's the Ripper!
Let's get the hell out of here. You poor soul. You needn't worry. Those cowards have gone. I have a carriage waiting. Where do you live?
I live at 21 Drummond Street, Somerstown.
You'll have to come back to mine, yeah?
Evening, how's everything going? What's this game all about apart from being kicked softly? And being very loud. Can I... Options. Just turn it down, just a wee bit. I'm good. Work was a series of progressively more boring meetings, but I live and I'm working from home Friday, so I guess I'm winning. Nice! This game is... I'm a detective in Victorian London, and so far I've been kicked by a big man, and that is all that's happened. It's already very pretty. Rats.
St Thomas's is not far from here. I could take you there for treatment.
No hospital.
As you wish. Cannot say I blame you. It's a beautiful night. Not a cloud to be seen.
Priorities, woman. He's dying.
Why would a man seek trouble on a night like this? I suppose you have your reasons.
Doggo!
Not far to go now. Doggo! Oh, it's the Thames. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, look at it. Oh, look at the beautiful river. Oh, what a lovely night. Look at the moon. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at the reflection in the river. It's lovely.
Am I meant to be doing something? No. We're just going on a really nice carriage ride. There we go. I don't know if that happened because I pressed a button or it just happened. The slaughter. Oh my. Just woken up naked in this woman's bed. A touch less rouge, perhaps.
Oh, you're alive.
That's a matter of opinion.
How are you feeling?
Considerably lighter, several organs lighter, but nothing that can't be popped back into place. And some clothes lighter as well. I assume I have you to thank for that. How did I get here?
I carried you in with the help of a disgruntled cabby. You were on the receiving end of a rather thorough thrashing. Thorough thrashing? You must have really twisted his knickers.
The big oaf was just following orders. It was a hell-born urchin that ordered the thrashing. He's getting more and more posh.
Not a fan of children?
Never underestimate the wickedness of youth.
Did he have good cause?
Everyone feels they have good cause. Oh, I suppose there were certain circumstances which placed me on his less forgiving side.
Well, I'm sure you'll be back on your feet in no time. And diving into certain circumstances again, Mr.
Sidney Emerson. I feel I've yet to earn the Mr.
Sidney Emerson. A peculiar name. Are you an inventor by chance?
What? Yes! Hi Katie, welcome to the stream. Did we say we're an inventor? I don't think we're an inventor, I think we're a detective. No. Unfortunately not. Though I did once tie washcloths to my cat's paws, so that he would clean as he walked. Excellent. She's just like,
That's simply genius. Well, shit.
why thank you. If only my mother had encouraged such inventive behaviour. And what is it you do?
She's a lady of the night. I'd have thought a man in your line of work would have guessed by now.
Lady of the night.
You are, after all, a private detective.
Oh, she's smart as well. She's read his business cards. Ha! Perhaps you should be my apprentice. How did you know?
Just a guess.
Must have rifled through my pockets. But hear me out. What if you are an inventor? Might I hazard to guess that you're not sprucing up for a midnight ball? Sorry.
No, Sydney, I'm preparing for work, as you very well know.
I assume you'll need me to leave.
You needn't bother. I keep my living and working quarters separate. In fact, you're the only man to have slept in my personal chambers.
Ooh. I don't suppose the men do much sleeping in your line of work. I apologise. That was ungentlemanly of me.
You never claimed to be one.
I like this bitch.
I'm just teasing, Sydney. Compared to most of my clients, you're a knight of the realm.
Sir Emerson, doesn't quite fit. Especially after I've been made to look the damsel in distress.
A disgraceful reversal of the God-given roles. But will our young knight live with the shame?
That's not what I...
Laughter follows the mere mention of his name through the streets of London. To have been saved by a lowly strumpet. For shame.
This woman's amazing. Relatively humorous and well delivered.
A generous review.
Ha! You've a well-honed tongue. I dare say you were raised far from these streets.
You're not at work now, detective. Get some sleep. We can talk when I return.
Nonsense. I don't need any... Well, maybe 40 winks.
Good man.
What if you are an inventor? Maybe I am also an inventor. How is everyone? I'm pretty good. Not been at work today, so...
Be careful out there tonight.
Oh wait, no. Be careful out there tonight. Pretty good. Enjoying a quiet evening yourself. Yeah, how are you, Katie? And Ashley, whenever you're back. Oh, I'm upside down. What the... what? There's a fish. What the fuck? This looks like a fun dream. Anything new to report? Even a breadcrumb trail won't lead you out of this one. I don't know. What voice should the fish have? He always picks up the book, the fool. Turning it over in his hands like a Neanderthal, he attempts to read words in a hand unintelligible to him. Slow but bubbly, like every fish should clearly sound. Okay. Can I get a light over here? I'm afraid not, old chap. How's that? Budget cutbacks again? Something like that. What is this? What's this? I have a feeling it's purely ornamental. I don't know what it is. For your intents and purposes, it is. Oh, is it a tap? Oh, it's a tap. It's an upside down tap. I'm good. Did some A-level tutoring today. Video is nearly done. Yes, I love it. I don't have a slide. Okay. It would be brutish to pull them apart in an improper manner. What? What do you mean? What? What are you talking about? They're curtains. It's been bricked up. It's warm enough as it is. Okay. I can't reach that. It's a shame. It's ever so cozy. Oh, it's a shame. It's ever so cozy. I can hardly float up to it. What's that? What is that? Do I have a... What did I just pick up? Was it a slide? Let's put the slide in. Yes, it was a slide. A contraption primarily for the amusement of children, the magic lantern finds its target audience as he fiddles with the slide. I didn't read the last sentence. Such striking features. Yes. Yes, she has, hasn't she? Oh, it's her. I thought this was just a nice detective game, but turns out every time I pick a fucking game, it's just weird. Perhaps a Persian wilderness. Okay. Don't you have somewhere to be? I suppose I do. No, that's not what I was clicking on this. Okay. Bang, bang. Into the room. No, 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 no. No one's here. Bang, bang. All over you. I'm eyeing that bit of wallpaper. I've been eyeing it since we got here. Christ, is that my head? Police! Open the door! Hey Smoke, welcome to the stream. That's a relief. The police! Open the door! There's no one in, you dolt. Where's that bastard landlord with the keys? I think this is my cue to leave. I'd better get dressed. 53 seconds later. Exactly. Get your coat. The finest cut this side of Savile Row. Nothing I feel obliged to steal. I don't know if I want to have a look around before we leave. It's locked. Inspector, no, don't inspect the dirty. No, I take it back. What did he say? I'm not a pervert. I'm pretty enough as it is. It's locked. This is hardly the time for art appreciation. Is this one open? cellar. You seem to be in very little rush given you're about to be caught. Wielding the coat stand as a makeshift lance. Well, we need to find a key. What's this? Journal. Fucking empty. Oh, he's a useless fucking detective. How do I... There we go. We need it. As cozy as it was, I don't think it's time for another nap. We need a key to get out of this room. No, hide. Oh, what's that? Chamber pot. Can you go under the bed? Mirror. Not looking too good, Sydney. Lamp. What are we using the lamp for? Use lamp with... What? I think smashing the window is a bit much. Use lamp with... Dresser? Lamp oil. What can we use lamp oil for? I don't want to get lamp oil on it. Just a bit of painting and cosplay making, not a lot, but more productive than just playing games. She says, like games. She says that like games aren't productive. I'm fueling my creativity and competitive nature. What do you want to get lamp oil on? What do we want to get lamp oil on? This one? Is this one just, it's a window that doesn't open, or it's one that's like jammed? Okay. Chest. So we have got the window, the lock. Wait, can we specify the lock? Lamp with the lock. Surely. I'll unscrew the oil cap. Yeah, okay. What? There we go, it's unlocked. Okay, run. I better put the lamp back. Oh, shit. Okay, fine. Video done. Unlock. Hi. How you doing, Ashley? Now to make my flawless escape. Excellent. Excellent job. I'll thank her later. This is my office. Excellent. Lovely. Home again. I see very little has changed. Nothing of relevance here. Papers. Mr. Samuel Harding did knowingly engage in extramarital relations with one Prudence Kendall. Okay. Gin! Fuck yeah, it's a bit early for that. Letter. Sydney, my dear. Please do attend to your rent arrears of 2 months. It chills me to think of such a fine gentleman of yourself being cast onto the unforgiving breast of the streets. Yours ever faithfully, Eldon Colchester. Great. You're actually the best PI I've ever seen. The best PI I've ever seen starts with a 3. The best pie I've ever seen. Ashley, why are you like this? Painting. I like where it is. Box of papers. There's nothing of use in there, just bills. Clock. It's of no use, it has no hands. Open blinds. I like the ambience. I like the ambience. Notice. £5 reward. Whereas on the night of Tuesday, a beloved Glen of Imal Terrier. We saw this dude! We saw the dog at the beginning! Oh man, we saw that dog. No, wait. I can't say this is the life I imagined. I've got rent to pay. No, I hadn't finished reading it. No, fucking give it back. I can't read that. In English town. If this mud is anywhere, it'll probably be in the vicinity of Regent's Park. Okay. Time to clean up and get out. Okay. Book. Oh, that was a hint. Got it. I'd rather not read about the misery of others. Though it does help raise spirits. Desk. I have no paperwork to attend to. Rug. Wardrobe. It's been locked since I moved in. I should really ask Colchester for the key. It's not bedtime. Bed, stove. I have neither the means nor patience to cook. Okay. Book. It's more of a nighttime read. Okay. That's everything in this room. I left the bathroom till last because I figured it would be the thing we actually need to do. It's good to have a little look around. Oh, what's that? Wait, go back. There's a bottle there. We can't. No. Okay. It's just set dressing. It's not important. Toilet. I could use the toilet, but you know. Don't want to carry a damp towel. I think I'll be needing some soap. Look pretty terrible. Still ruggedly handsome though. Is that a fucking eye? Someone peeking! Someone fucking peeking at me! Maybe later. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So they say. Damn, I forgot to ask her name. It's fine, you know where she lives, and you know which window it is. You can climb in. I think the alleyway floor must need airing out. What? What? Alleyway floor musk. Okay. Just go then. If that mutt is anywhere, it'd be in Regent's Park. Something about that place attracts the lesser species. I don't like this guy anymore. He doesn't like dogs. What a dick. Sydney, my boy! Oh, hello, Mr. Colchester. You look utterly dreadful. Whatever happened? He's a smoker. Nothing really, just a nasty fall. You must be careful, my boy. We two are alike in more ways than you know. I don't know if... oh. Both bruised like a ripe peach. I don't know if he's London or if he's posh. I haven't decided. I'm late for an appointment. I really must be going. Don't become a stranger. You must stop in for a splash of gin. Soon, Mr. Colchester. I'll be going now. Leave me alone. Weird man. I've told you, Sydney. Call me Eldon. We must do away with formalities. Yes, we must. Was he the one perving on me? Was he the one perving on me in the bathroom? I'd almost consider this fresh air compared to Colchester's vapours. Oh, how I'd love to skip through the meadow. Not in these shoes, though. Got field, leaf pile, dog. That hole did seem to go through to his flat. I think he might be perving on us. Crunch! Ouch! Something bit me. Swivel! I don't want to bother it. Not interested. I think it wants something meatier. Eel seller. Hello there, upstanding citizen. What delights are in store today? Eels! How's business? Better than sewer flushing. I suppose the smells aren't quite as offensive. There's rats here too. Good to know. Ah, so it does have its perks. Rats don't answer back when you hit them with a shovel. What? I'll take your word for that. You wouldn't have seen a small dog lately. That mongrel ate half my stock when I was off having a slash. Where did it go? Where did it go? I don't know, but if I find him, there's going to be a new special on the menu. I'll take the jelly deals, if you please. Halfpenny. Daylight robbery. Where'd you get your stock? They're locally caught. Ugh, from the Thames. Oh God. I love supporting local produce. Fresh from the Thames this morning. I wish I hadn't asked. See, I told you. Grim. Any sightings, my canine friend? I told you I ran that little bastard off. Okay, bye. Pigeon. Cart. Herring. Rascal. He's busy swinging. Ragamuffin. Good morning, cherub.
Piss off, Grandad.
Shouldn't you be in school? Where are your parents?
I provide the schooling for me and Ox here.
And what is today's subject?
Advanced mathematic equations.
Is that so? Ox, what's 2 + 2?
Which one's 2 again?
Simply astounding. Have either of you ragamuffins seen a dog?
Look, Grandad, I ain't no muffin. The handle's Albert. You're really asking me if I've seen a dog in Regent's Park?
Specifically this dog.
Don't recognise him.
Her, I think. That's a fine swing.
That was my handiwork. I'm the brain and Ox is the brawn.
Let's have a go on it.
What do you think, Ox?
Fuck yeah.
Should be good for a laugh.
Fuck yeah, I want to go on the swing. Nice job.
You fat-headed old fool! You ruined it!
Sorry about that. Fucking broke that swing, we're just gonna fuck off. Wow. Worst adult ever. Jesus. Not even gonna offer to fucking fix it for him. Honestly, what a twat. Okay, that's as far as we can go. So, we've either got to catch this pigeon or this squirrel. I'm gonna guess the squirrel, since we can't actually click on the pigeon. I think he's just there for effect. Now, what is that? Eels! Eels! I'm hungry, but not that hungry. Oh, how I'd love to skip through the meadow. Not in these shoes, though. Go. There we go. I don't want to bother him. I don't think I can lasso it, as an American cattleman would do. Try a stick at it. Now that's just cruel. I'm not sticking my hand in there again. Need to put some distance between my hand and the eels. Okay. Eels on a stick, a hearty snack for short-armed individuals. Eel kebab. Bingo! Stay, girl. Now, I need some way to take her home. Excellent. There's no escape now, mutt. Now, let's get you back to your senile owner. Falcon? Is that you? No, Falcon talks like this. It's very different. Oh, fuck. Fucking dog. Is this whole game me just trying to take this dog back to its owner and being pulled into a murder mystery? God damn it. Oh, now I'm doing Falcon. Hi, Zhao. How are you? Oh, thank you. I missed it all. What have I done to deserve such luck? Bobby. Let's talk to the shopkeeper. He'll know what's up. Who's that then? Well, I'm just... Look, the shop is closed until further notice. But I don't want to buy anything. Good, because I'm not selling. What's the commotion? I'll tell you what the commotion is. A couple of blue bottles think they can push me around. Bloody pigs. No, what happened in the alley? You were always doing Falcon. I'm good, how are we all? Oh, somebody snapped it. Murder, I guess. Why would you guess that? Why would you think it's murder? Ain't too easy to cut your own throat. Oh. Right, no shaving accident, I'll tell you that. Who was killed?
Not sure. Wasn't me who found the body, and I ain't one for prying.
You don't seem too happy. What's wrong? Those pigs are ordering me around like some kind of crook.
That,
and I've had to close shop for the day. They made you close? They didn't make me. But a man's welcoming bad luck opening a shop with a dead body round the corner. When are you opening again? Not today, that's for sure. I will be quiet, I'm eating. What are you eating, Jal? Tell me about your food. Pretty damn good. Raising dinosaurs, sipping coffee, the good life. How are you? Okay. Take it easy. I'll try. We've got a sweep, we've got a gypsy woman, we've got a tall man, and we've got a bystander, and the policeman. Let's just go left or right. Excuse me. Okay, we can't actually... Hello. Can't actually talk to any of them. Excuse me.
Our private investigator.
Rosalind?
At your service, young man.
What's going on here? Have you heard?
This scene is not for a heart as faint as yours, my dear Sydney.
Why? What have you heard?
Dot. I listen, but I hear nothing. A soul stripped of a voice.
What does that mean, a soul stripped of a voice?
I'm not entirely sure yet, young man.
Is this anything to do with the Ripper?
Sydney, do not concern yourself with this one, please.
Anything else you can tell me?
If I hear, you will know.
Can I have a reading?
This is hardly the time or place to contact the divine. Come and see me later. Oh, she's suddenly from Yorkshire. Oh, she's from Yorkshire now.
Goodbye, Rosalind.
Not for long, Sydney.
Sweet. Excuse me. He's not going to talk to me either. Okay. Talk to the policeman. I need to get my dog. Does this look like a zoo, sir? He ran up the alley. He's probably eating your body. A likely story, sir. I mean, he could be chewing on the body right now. It seems unhygienic at best. Poor police work at worst. Goodness me, unbelievable. Tia, quiet. I'm good. Also raising dinosaurs. Nope. Okay. Anything we can see over the top? No public entry. Okay. This way then. Fucking rat right there. Bub. I just got shat on. Well, this has been a peachy morning. Hopping from one disaster to another. To blazes with this, I need a pint. The Nubla Noir is bloody huge. I cannot wait to make a full bargain judgment. Crimson King. Varnish? Why is it varnish? There's a little varnish left in the tin. Okay. I'm not ready to drink the dregs just yet. Fuck you. No thanks. Try our penny pies now with a free gift inside. Doesn't sound great. What's the gift? Is it pigeon shit? I don't recognize the crest. Okay, should you? Still got a stick, that's nice. Let's go in. Let's go to the pub. Go to the pub? Get a fucking pint, lad. Drunkard painting barrels. Just go right to left. Alright, old boy. I'd get more riveting conversation from that alleyway corpse. Why paint something so depressing? He has a very stoic look about him. I probably can't drink the whole thing. Probably. I don't think it's self-service. I'm not much of a cocktail mixer. Pub rules. What are the rules? No overzealous smiling. What? Just gonna look at the paintings. It's a nice piece. I have no idea what it's doing here. Probably my least favourite of the lot. I don't trust him. Toilet closed due to catastrophic sewerage failure. Oh my god. Let's talk to the barman. Hello, barkeep. Pint of your finest beer. All right, landlord. All right, landlord. A pint of the usual.
What's the usual then?
Kind of defeats the object if I have to tell you. Whatever you say, mate. What's on tap? Ale or cider? Cider. About cider. This month our guest cider is Chuggy Peg. A sharp and fruity delight, straight from the orchards of Somerset to your mouth. And then into my bloodstream. What about ale? What ales are in stock? There's Thamesman, Amber Sunset, and Old Noose. Tell me about Old Noose. From bitter black the old noose creeps to wrap around frothy head, and gives to man eternal sleep, his throat entwined in silken thread. That's a nice little poem. That's lovely. So it's quite bitter then, with a fruity aftertaste. Let's just go through all of them. What's Amber Sunset like? Pale and bouncy. This ale screams, drink me, as playful bubbles dance about the tankard. You're getting good at this. He is getting more like Falcon though. It's all in the delivery. What's Thamesman like? The pride of London, some say brewed from the distilled waters of old Father Thames himself. Oh god, sounds salty. I will have some Old Noose. Falcon. Yes. He's going to become more and more Falcon as the game goes on. So he gets more and more distressed. I like the poem, so I picked Old Noose. It's great. It's a lovely poem. A few rounds later. Bong, 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 bong. Time, gentlemen, please. That means you. A cocktail time? How about a sly half? One for the road? How about a sly half? Just give me a sly half, landlord. We don't do halves, this is a man's pub. And until you can handle your drink, this is the end of the road. Alright, alright. This place is dead anyway. Oh, I don't feel too good. I take it we can't go downstairs. Closed, closed. Do they know who I am? We know it, my friend. They can't pull the wool over our eyes. You and me against the world, old boy. Okay. Oh, God. This man is a mess. This man is an absolute mess. Oh, we're back here again. Oh! Well, the fireplace is a lot smaller. Different book. Plants grown. You keep drinking like a frog until I croak. I hope it sprouts something edible. I wouldn't worry about it from where you're standing. I still haven't invested in that sun hat. It smells like ale. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. I could really use a light. Hold your horses, Malolo. I recall reading this when it was first published, though I fear I was slightly too old. Never too old for a good book. Blah. I'm far too big to fit through. It's empty. Well, let's bloody fill it up. Cheers. Ooh. Curiouser and curiouser. I'm just going to sit and stare at this body. Yes, I know. At least I still have my self-awareness. That's one thing I can pride myself upon. I'm constantly observing my declining behaviour as if through a looking glass. I'm just not entirely sure what to do about it. Are you? I'm sorry, I don't suppose manners have ever been an issue for you. Doggy! I suppose I ought to keep composed until the very end. I'll be one of the decrepit few lurking in some damp corner of the local public house, condensing a lifetime of poor decisions into a few unintelligible slurs. Yes, that sounds about right. This guy has some weird dreams. Oh, we made it home. Oh, it's raining. I think it's raining. Either that or the sound's fucked. My head is throbbing. Chapter 2. Oh, it's been locked since I moved in. We still don't have a key. Okay. Oh, sounds like business. Emerson? Who? I mean, yes, that's me. Yes. Yes, of course. Oh, it's a woman. Okay. Emerson! Please do take a seat. I'll be with you in 1 second. She just fucking put her goddamn umbrella on my arm. Sharpen up, sharpen up. Get it together. You can't afford to lose this one. Stay calm. Stay couth. How may I help you, Miss?
Mrs. Polly Marwood. You'll excuse my curtness. I've been travelling throughout the night and the road south is not smooth.
Oh, she's northern. You are excused, I assure you.
Good. Good, let us get stabbed.
I've lost it. I've completely lost it. Ah! 2 days ago. Blah, 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 blah. A murder?
Yes, Mr. Emerson, but this is not your concern. As this is a rather peculiar case, the police have taken it upon themselves to deny me any of the possessions she carried at her time of death. This is an issue as my sister had with her a family heirloom, a silver-plated pendant inlaid with a garnet. I see no logical reason to deny me this item. I suspect one of the officers intends to keep the pendant to sell at market.
The peephole is rather disconcerting. It really is. He's definitely spying on me having a bath.
You're skilled in the art of information and property retrieval. Is this correct?
I kind of failed at getting a dog back. I'm sorry, I mean pardon?
The retrieval of property through covert means.
Information retrieval, yes, but property... I'm not a thief, Mrs. Marwood, whatever the fuck it is. Marwood.
I'm not asking you to steal, Mr. Emerson. I'm asking you to retrieve an item of jewelry which belongs to my family. Can you do this for me?
Retrieving an item from police possession. It's not the most advisable of tasks.
I'm willing to pay you £10 in advance and a further £50 upon my receipt of the pendant.
That's £60 in total. We're fantastic maths.
That is correct, Mr. Emerson.
Try not to smile. Remain calm. I'm still listening, Mrs. Marwood.
Good. Being unmarried, my sister can be found under my maiden name of Fairchild. Alice Fairchild. As the funeral is not for another 2 days, and this is a high-interest case, I would assume her cadaver is still being held at a mortuary, though I am unsure as to which one. I'm sure you will have no trouble obtaining this information. Here's the £10 advance, and the address at which you can find me.
I don't remember saying yes.
You needn't bother walking me outside.
Goodbye, Mrs. Marwood. I'm sorry for your loss. Ka-ching! Christ, she's a hard-nosed woman if I've ever seen one. Utterly emotionless and unsurprisingly very wealthy. £60, that's almost double my year's rent. I suppose I have to have her unfortunate sister to thank, a rather morbid thought. Anyway, no time to waste. I think I have a good idea where to start looking. Cool, let's fucking go. Now, where did I leave that coat of mine? In the bedroom? In the wee bedroom? No. It's not in the wardrobe. We can't get in there. No. In the bathroom. There you are. It's rather damp, with what I can only hope is water. It's a fucking... I can see you! Unbelievable. Do not. What happens if I knock? I don't think he's in at the moment. I'll try again later. I fucking saw him. Fucking saw his eye in the peephole. I know he's in. Fucking weirdo. I can't take the whole cart with me. Why are we going to number 23? Not knocking after last time. Pitchfork me once, shame on you. Pitchfork me twice, shame on me. No, soliciting, including but not limited to charity, petitions, political causes, salesmanry, flimflammery, and religious zealotry. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. Oh, no, we can't go that way. Ooh, we got a map. Crime scene, pub, home. Ooh, look, it's got raindrops on it. It's got raindrops on the map. Ah, let's go to the crime scene. I see you're still maintaining order. Yes, sir. It's my duty to ensure no one passes through this alleyway. I must hold you in high regard down at the station. Sarcasm is the lowest form of wit, sir. You've clearly never encountered the pun. Ha ha! I urgently need to enter this alley. And why is that, sir? I live down this alley. Unless you are a vagrant, I highly doubt you reside in this alley. But I do. Can't you see a tea chest with Hubert Sykes printed on it? That's me. I'm not even going to waste my time looking. I urgently need to enter this alley. And why is that, sir? I'm looking for my dog. He ran up here. I can report that a dog was seen in the alley yesterday, but it has since vacated the area. Please continue your search elsewhere. But I need to find clues to track him. And what exactly are you hoping to find in the alley? Stool sample. Never mind. I want to see what he says to the other things. I need to track him. Never mind. Okay, fine. What happened here? You don't read the papers much, do you, sir? I prefer works of non-fiction. Haha, I see what you're doing. A murder, if you must know. Now are you through bothering me? Could you possibly tell me more? I'm sorry, sir, I know very little. You can say that again. I love that he turned to the camera. What's your interest? What's your interest in this? I'm a private investigator, and this crime scene is fundamental to my case. You can inspect all you like after the real detectives are finished, understand? And what does that make you, the tea-boy? I reckon the sergeant would be very interested in a suspicious character snooping around the crime scene. Understand what I'm saying? One could hardly miss such an obvious threat. Right, let's go to the shop. Mr. Finchley! Ooh, goods. nothing useful here. Assorted produce. I'm not throwing my money away. Not throwing my money away. Groceries. Sorted goods. Ooh, a jug. My goodness. Don't want one. Maybe I do. I'm in charge of you. Candles. I don't want one. Ooh, an umbrella hat would be good though. It's ridiculous, but perhaps it could come in useful. Yes, fucking yes. Wear it. Put it on. I can't fucking believe we've just got an umbrella hat. Sister Beatrice's brand of choice. I received many thrashings at the end of Clinton's cane. I prefer the carbolic kind. Don't want a wicker head. Good, because it's not for sale. A shovel, however, perhaps. I don't want it. Bellows. I still find a mouth is far better at fanning flames. A delicious treat for the whole family. Okay. Various wares. Let's talk to the shopkeeper. Good afternoon. I'm sorry, have we met before? I don't think so. That's right, you were nosing around the alley yesterday. Oh, yesterday. I was chasing my dog. That old chestnut, eh? Your business is your own, Mr. Sidney Emerson. And what can I do you for, Mr. Emerson? I'd like to buy this hat. You clearly have an eye for quality, Mr. Emerson. What is it exactly? It's only the latest in Parisian headwear. Finely crafted to keep the discerning gent's head as dry as a bone. What's the damage for such a fine piece of craftsmanship? 2 shillings. Yeah. Do we have money? Do we like keeping track of money, or do we just buy whatever the fuck we want? How's business holding up? Good as it can be soon after a murder. Especially with that Bobby eyeing up anyone who walks by. Do you know anything about the murder 2 nights ago? I have no desire to. Oh, I couldn't help pick up a few things with the Bobby sniffing about outside. Oh yeah, what is it? What's your interest in this business anyway? I'm just curious. No particular interest, I'm just curious. Let me guess, you're a writer for one of those penny dreadfuls. Trying to get ideas for your next issue. No, that's not it at all. I'm not some kind of death fanatic. Then what are you? I'm a private investigator. The murder is related to a case I'm working on. A private investigator? Tell me, is it as exciting as the rag sheets make out? What do they make out exactly? You know, the beautiful damsels, the exciting twists of fate, being within a hair's breadth of death. Oh yes, there's plenty of that. In fact, yesterday I was following a lead to a beautiful female. Stunning white fur coat. Piercing eyes. Well-kept paws. But alas, she left me. The bitch. Well-kept paws? Yes, the complexion of a porcelain doll. I'm afraid my life isn't quite as exciting as yours. But I'd be happy to help you with anything. Do you know where the body was taken? I overheard the Blue Bottles talking about taking her to St. Pancras Mortuary. St. Pancras, thank you. Did you know the victim? Never met her before. All I know is what I read in the papers today. And what was that? I'm sure you've read them too. It's plastered all on the front pages. Her name was Alice Fairchild, a street girl from Bermondsey. I can see where this is going. That's about all I know on that matter. Enough questions for now. You've been very helpful. Thank you for my hat. Take it easy. I'll try. Let me put my hat on. Let me put my hat on. No. It's an umbrella attached to a hat. I want to use it with me. Can I? No, I can't wear it. For fuck's sake. What is that? Money. Oh. Okay. St. Pancras Mortuary. Let's go.
Unless you are deceased, I doubt you have any credible reason to knock on this door.
And it's a pleasure to meet you too. Yep, right voice.
What is it? What do you want?
I require access to the mortuary. Official business, you see.
And why grant you that? I know the kind of official business which concerns your breed. What is it these days? A quid a cadaver?
No, it's not like that at all.
When whose official business are you on then?
The Lords. I'm with the Department of Sanitation. We're following up on a report concerning unhealthful conditions in the autopsy room.
Unhealthful? How very dare you!
Not heard that voice before, I approve.
I'll have you know my mortuary. You shan't set 1 foot in here. Look, you trampled by a manure wagon.
Apparently I can't read while I'm doing this voice. Can you at least come outside so we can talk face to face?
Usually I'd oblige as much, even for a specimen such as yourself, but I refuse to leave whilst that torrent falls from the sky.
Oh, it went a bit. It's just a bit of rain.
You may be indifferent to smelling like a damp hound. I detest the rain. It dulls the senses and weakens the constitution.
Why don't you just use an umbrella?
These are the hands of an artist. They must be free to wield the scalpel, the pen, and the bone saw, not clasp some grotesque wooden shaft.
Oh my! I'd really like to come inside.
I'd prefer if you did not.
Okay. I'll be going now.
So long. You'll make a fine cadaver someday, boy.
Listen, my man, do I have an invention for you? This is gonna fucking blow your mind.
Why do you hound me?
I found the perfect contraption for you.
I highly doubt it.
It's an umbrella which has been ingeniously attached to a hat. Now you can walk unmolested by the rain and keep those precious hands of yours free. Well, that sounds simply astounding! Would you attach this wondrous contraption for me? But of course. Oh, I've never felt so free in my life. He's not going to be able to get back inside. Now to test this beauty on the streets. Haha. I'm stuck. Take this infernal thing contraption off of me, would you? Sorry, but I'm late for an appointment. Take this infernal contraption off! Help! Help me! Somebody get this off my head! Help! Help! I can feel my brain swelling! Take this infernal contraption off! I swear to God! Help me! Excellent. Window, rubbish. Let's have a look at the rubbish. Bit of a dumpster dive. I'm not touching that for all the tea and china. Fine then. You never know what you might find. Always worth having a rifle through. The grate is hanging on by 2 screws, but I can't unscrew it with my hands. What about this stick? I can't unscrew it with a stick now, can I? Maybe you should have a look through the rubbish. I'm not touching that for all the tea and china. Okay, fine. Fine. Get this thing off my head! Ugh. Where can we find? Maybe he sold a screwdriver as well. Have a look. Can anyone see a screwdriver? Inspector Edison? What do you sell here exactly? All that you can see. Odds, ends, and everything in between. I'll try. Can you see a screwdriver anywhere? Sort of junk. I didn't have a look in the tonic cabinet. Rather not punish my kidneys further with these toxic concoctions. I prefer my teeth unsullied, thanks. Can I have a quick nose blowing break? I will mute myself because you guys don't want to hear that. Better. I thought it might tab out, but it didn't, so. Let's go back to the mortuary. Maybe. He'll be alright, I'm sure of it. Okay, we can't actually go up. Anything further this way? No, it just takes us to the map, I guess. Okay. We need to find some kind of screwdriver. Does anyone remember seeing a screwdriver anywhere? Could shimmy up the drain pipe if I were a chimpanzee. Don't remember there being a screwdriver at my house. Maybe the pub? Maybe I'm overthinking things? Sorry, the members club is closed today. Okay. Didn't expect to see you back so soon. In fact, I'm surprised you're still alive after last night. What do you mean? Last I saw you were lying face down in a heap of your own supper. I turned you on your side and I suppose it worked. Oh. Well. Thank you. I don't worry about it, sunshine. Happens to the best of us. Just take it steady next time. Yes, of course. Now what can I get you? Do you have any idea how I got home last night? Can't say I do, though you've got the air of a sleepwalker about you. What? What makes you say that? The look on your face that says you're never quite awake. Do you know much about the murder the other night? Bound to pick up a few things behind the bar. Most of it's bound to be all shit. I've had my fair share of horse manure. Real skill is sifting the truths and the half-truths from the pile. I hate to admit it. I've been so desperate lately I'd be happy with a quarter truth. Don't slander yourself. It's a commendable skill, that. Truth detection, some would call it. It's something a barman prides himself on. So what's passed through your filter lately? A lot of excitement from the punters in here. They're half hoping another girl with snuff gives them something to chat about. Know anything about the latest girl? Well, on second thought, don't worry about it. I'm sure I'll find out soon enough. True enough. It's in all the papers, should you care to read them. Heard any other news? Word is that something's amiss at St Saviour's Hospital. How so? Patients checking in and never checking out, if you know what I mean. I see you're selling cocktails. How's that working out? Terribly. No one's even willing to give them a try. I've got 10 crates of oranges that are going to go to rot. I don't think you're attracting the right clientele for cocktails. If only they'd have a sip, they'd be hooked. I'll try a cocktail. Can I have a screwdriver? You will? Brilliant. Yes! I knew it! Today's special is the screwdriver, not just because I have a ton of oranges to shift. Sounds good to me. It's best served with a little wooden screwdriver inside. I didn't have any little wooden umbrellas. It's quite fitting. So, what do you think? It needs some work, but it's not terrible. Yeah, you're probably right. Maybe I should add less vinegar next time. Oh, God. Did we have enough booze in my pores as it is? Thank you. Oh, no, that was me. Yes, wooden screwdriver, like, let's go. It's like I knew that would work out. can feel my brain swelling. Get me out of here. Somebody, please. It's no good. I can feel the screwdriver splintering under the strain. Perhaps if I can find some means to strengthen it. I knew it as I walked past that fucking varnish. I knew it. I was like, I probably have to varnish it before I can fucking use it. God damn it. Let's give this a dip. That should strengthen it a bit. God, I wish he could run. Take this infernal contraption off! Come on, this is the one. Yay! Whoops, one of the bars came off in my hand. Plus my little cocktail screwdriver is shredded to bits. So long, friend. You served me well. Cabinet, property boxes, cadaver. Okay, let's look at the body. I'm only looking under once. I'm sure it's her. Oh, once I'm sure it's her. I see. Not stealing from the dead. Well, I need to find out which box contains Alice's possessions. Desk. I can't tell whether they're for work or pleasure. Don't know where his mouth has been. Teacup. Don't want a cup of tea, thanks. No time for tea. I don't think he'll miss one cigar. Alice Elizabeth Fairchild, 18th of April 1854, age 26. Storage box 11. Silver pendant, sterling silver cigarette case. Currency to the value of 6 shillings and 2 pence. The arms were placed behind the head as if lounging. The legs were drawn up, the feet resting on the ground, the knees turned outwards. The face was turned on the left side. The throat had been severed from ear to ear, down to the vertebrae, and the larynx removed with some precision. The shoes were removed, presumably after death, due to the pristine condition of the feet. There were no other injuries to the body except for bruising of the wrists and jaw, possibly inflicted by the pressure of the fingers. 11. Okay, Alice's possessions are in box 11. Yep, okay. Open box 11 then. The locket and a cigarette case. Okay. Wait, it's a tag? Inspector tag. Alice Fairchild. I know this isn't necessary. We're only delaying the inevitable. Aww. Alice. God damn it. It's a wonderful name. God fucking damn it. Alice's possessions will be enough theft for today. Can't imagine the autopsy results are filed away yet. Is there anything else? Oh, her throat has been torn quite ferociously. Everything I need should be in here. This isn't the time to read. I'll examine it once I've returned home. Okay. What is there left? 2. Okay, let's go. I don't think there's anything else we can do. The sister did it, throwing in my outlandish bet now. Okay. Oh, I've fucking thrown up again. God damn it. I need a bath. He's gonna be peeking. I'll give Polly the locket tomorrow. She said she's staying in her sister's flat. I don't think there's any need for me to read the address she wrote down. She can't know I've been there before. She mustn't know I've met Alice. I see no positive reaction to sharing that fact. It's pointless. Coincidental. I'll give Polly the locket tomorrow. Get the rest of my pay. Well earned £50. Maybe I'll treat myself to a new overcoat. A tweed one. With a leather lapel. Silk lining. Tortoiseshell buttons. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I would swim this stretch of the river as a child.
With your sister?
Hardly. She would sit on the riverbank, wrapped up in some droll romance.
Who did she read?
She wasn't reading anything, except perhaps the lips of her latest potential husband. She was always searching for a suitor.
Teeming with wildlife this time of year. I think I spotted a stoat.
An attempt to divert the conversation away from the topic of marriage, I see.
There's only enough room for one investigator in this boat.
I would kick my legs up and splash Polly, pretending it was an accident.
There's a fucking skull there.
She would be fuming.
Never underestimate the wickedness of youth.
So you've told me before, you old curmudgeon.
About that night.
Sydney, are you sure we're headed in the right direction?
I'm sure this was the route last time.
You know best.
It's a fucking skull there though, my dude. I see you're wearing the pendant.
This old thing is nothing special.
Tell me, why were you not wearing it when we met?
It was a gift from my mother. It would seem a vile thing to wear it while working. I always kept it close to me though.
What do you mean kept?
Alice, Sydney. I feel odd.
Why have I got a rate? What the fuck? What you do? I'm not touching the key. I'm not touching the mouse.
Sydney, help me.
Oh, Jesus. Ooh. Alice! Jesus Christ. Because I picked Old Noose as a beer, is that why a rope came out? If I'd picked something else, if I'd picked the Old Thamesman, would I have fallen in the Thames or something? Oh, shit. You can press on the chest or sit on the bed. Don't worry, I'll stand.
Do you have any news? You truly are a fine detective, Mr. Emerson. I cannot say I expected a result so soon. I'll retrieve your money.
And you may be questioning, well, why one sounds like she's from London and one sounds like she's from the American South. Don't question it. These are the two voices, sorry.
£50, Mr. Emerson.
Thank you, Mrs. Marwood.
Your services have proven helpful beyond expectation.
Thank you. Polly.
Yes?
Do you have any desire to know what happened to your sister?
I know what happened, Sydney. My sister was killed by an unknown assailant while working in a dangerous occupation.
But you wouldn't like to know why.
What difference would it make?
I'm sure knowledge the criminal is prevented from harming others would provide some solace.
Perhaps.
Or some justification for Alice's pointless death.
And you could provide this?
I would try to the best of my ability.
The police are already trying their best to find the killer, this so-called Ripper.
The combined force of the Metropolitan Police couldn't find
their cocks with both hands.
That's more or less the sentiment I was going for, crudeness aside.
I'm sorry, I picked it up from a cab driver.
Then you must remember to drop it before you return home. I'm sure your husband would be most dissatisfied.
Perhaps I should stop keeping such poor company.
Ha! That would be a commendable achievement in this city.
£100, Mr. Emerson. To be paid on your discovery of the murderer's identity and motive.
£100. I wish I could refuse the money. Am I a crook?
I shan't be paying in advance this time.
That sounds agreeable.
I'll be in London for the coming month, staying at this address and seeing to my sister's matters as well as my own.
Then I shall see you soon.
Sydney, Alice's funeral is tomorrow. I would be grateful if you could find time to attend.
I would be honoured.
1 p.m. at Kensal Green Cemetery.
Pub home. Let's go to the pub. I feel like we need a drink. Let's have a different drink and see if it affects anything. That will be really cool if that's why. Alright, mate. You haven't gone blind after drinking that cocktail. I must be improving. What's the latest hearsay? I've heard umbrella bonnets are all the rage. Personally, I can't get my head around them. God damn it. Heard any other news? No, we've heard that one. I'd like entry to the members club. Wouldn't we all? Sorry, but the members club is out of my hands. I only handle things in this glamorous upstairs area. How can I become a member? You'll have to talk to me, Ed, the bloke on the door. I'll be off now. Oh, that's me, Ed. Oi, where you going then? Downstairs. Members only. I ain't got time to chat unless you remember. Is that it? Okay. Alright, barkeep. Okay. Right, this guy.
Give me back my hand, you bloody Cossack!
I wouldn't mind a game, but I don't think my opponent is in any state to play.
So it's a game, is it? Come on then. No man's beat me yet. Except Phil. And Frank. And Alberto. But that was foul play. Bloody Diego Black Magic. So we're playing then.
What are the rules?
Right, each player takes his turn, shoving each of his 5 halfpennies up the table. The goal is to land a penny between each of the lines, but you can't be touching the lines. At the end of each player's 5 coin shoves, you can chalk up a cross in the box if you've a scoring penny. The winner is the first player to get a cross in every box, but only at the end of their round. You'll get the hang of it eventually. Ready to play? Sure. Why not? Take heed though, I only play for high stakes. How about a pint? Christ, I didn't mean that high. And if you win, what's your bounty? A pint. Do you think I'm made of money? How about something I already have? Your wooden hand. What? It's my secret weapon. Nothing flicks a penny quite the same. I often feel I should thank that Cossack for hacking off the real one.
Sounds like an unfair advantage to me.
I still couldn't bear to be without it.
What if I just borrow it for the day?
Alright then, that'll do. Ready to play?
Sure, let's fucking do it. Ready as I'll ever be.
Let us play.
Fuck me, okay. Oh, how do I make them go? Oh, I see. Oh. Got 1 point. Okay. Oh, he's got that one. Oh, he's got that one as well. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Okay. Oh, shit. We ain't gonna win this. And it's gonna take forever. We must need that wooden hand for something though. God damn it, he's got 3 points now. Fuck. We really need to start being better at this. Ah, shit. That was way too far. Shit. Fuck. Oh, damn it. Shit. Shit. Yeah, just fucking win it, alright? It's fucking rigged. Him and his metal wooden hand thing. Yeah, get fucking that. Fucking rigged! Rigged, I tell you. God damn it. Yeah. Last. You owe me a pint. I can't remember what his voice was. This. Okay. Alright. Can I get a pint for the old codger in the corner? Okay. Alright, barkeep. Can I, like, give this bloke a cigar or something? I should give this to someone with a refined palate. Okay. I mean, I feel like we have to win a game of this for some reason. Ready for another game? I think that pint put me over the edge. I'd say the edge has been but a distant memory for many years. Our game's off, but I'll still give you a hiding. Ready? Ready as I'll ever be. Let's play. We're gonna fucking do this. Oh wait, no. I don't want to skip it. I want to win it. He's got no points yet. He's got 1 point. He's got 1 point. Oh no, he hasn't got 1 point. Right, okay. Shit. I got 2. 2 points. Okay. Okay. Does he get progressively worse the more times you play him because he drinks more beer? So eventually you're just bound to win. He's got 1 point. Still 1 point. Yeah, okay. We're gonna fucking do this. Ah, shit. Too far. We just keep lining them up. Shit. $2 points. 3 points. Might only be Might only be 3. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Shit. I've got that one. I don't want to skip this minigame, but it's going to take me fucking forever. God damn it. It started so well. We can still pull it back. We can still pull it back. We've got this. We've got this. Fuck. Oh, that might be 2 points. Nah, fuck. God damn it. They're really making this easy for us and we still suck at it. God damn it. Okay. Oh, fuck. It's on the line. It's on the fucking line. Ah. Right, we need to get 4 in a turn. I think they're both just on the line. Fuck. God damn it. None. None. Wank. He's literally gonna fuck up until we win. Is that what's gonna happen? He's gonna fuck up until we win. God damn it. No, he's just gonna fucking... Okay. 2 attempts is enough. We'll come back when we know we need his fucking hand.
Bloody hell, this is just tragic. You're starting to kill my passion for the game, boyo.
I'm sorry, I'm rather bad at this.
Oh Lord, I tell you what, we'll pretend you won and you can have my hand for the day.
Gee, mister, you really mean it? Gee, mister.
Come and get it, just don't start crying or nothing. Oh, mate.
I'll take care of it and return it in no time.
You better.
Does this hand do anything for this bloke? Is he... That doesn't deserve a hand. Right. Okay. That was tragic. The game just took pity on you. Yeah. Yeah. What can I say? Alright, I suck at penny shooting mini games. Sue me. Jesus. I don't know why I need this wood in hand either. Doesn't compare to hers. You knew her for like an hour. Go to bed. Doesn't want to cook. What time is it? I assumed it was the end of the day. Should be interviewing suspects. We must have to get into the members club, but how? I don't like the noises that are happening. They've gotten more eerie and weird, and I'm not into it. You'll have to talk to me, Ed, the bloke on the door. I have done, and he doesn't want to talk to me. Boy, where are you going in? Members only. What is that for? I actually caught a pole arm. Oh my god. I love that we're making something to solve a puzzle, but I can't use it while he's looking. Use what? Oh, nothing. What are we trying to do? Hit him with a stick. Give him some soap. Money? Cigar. Cigarette case. I really have no clue what 6 drink minimum. Game. I've got naught to play for. You've taken my fucking hand. Can I pick up that? What am I missing? Need to make him look over there. Maybe I do need something from home? Because there's no other stuff I can pick up. I've got a wooden hand on a metal pole. I don't know what I'm meant to use it for. I'm making shit to solve puzzles. I don't understand what I'm doing. Ooh, a clamp. I'll take a clamp. Don't know what I use a clamp for, but I'll take a clamp. Need something stable to clamp. What? Are we making some kind of fucking contraption to tap him on the shoulder so that he looks away? Is that what's happening? Oh shit. Okay, well. Anyone have any ideas? Anyone noticed anything that I haven't? Because I'm so confused. I don't even know what we're trying to do. Get into the club, but like... We didn't go in the bathroom? Maybe there's something we're meant to pick up from the bathroom? Want to carry a damp towel? I'm so confused. There's only 2 places I can go, so I must. I might actually have to look up what to do because I'm so confused. I feel like there's something very major that I'm missing that I just... How do these things go together? Nothing's happening. I'm absolutely not Googling anything. I don't know what you mean. Okay, apparently you can ask the barkeep for way more news. I don't know if this is going to help. It's literally just a... You can only ever find video walkthroughs of stuff now. It's so annoying. Like, I don't want to watch the entire fucking thing. I just want to... Been an influx of stray cats in the city. Ugh, please, my stomach is feeling very sensitive. I'd stay away from Regent's Park Eel Car in that case. Heard anything else? The latest production of The Desert Horizon is bringing the proverbial house down. Thanks to its lead Peyton Barraclough. Nice to see you're keeping up with the latest culture. The missus has been pestering me for tickets, but they cost an arm and a leg. An arm and a leg. That's not actually helpful. Okay, well, hold on. So, okay. I ain't got time to chat unless you remember. Where are you going then? Downstairs. Members only. I ain't got time to chat unless you remember. I can't... Okay, because it's a fucking video walkthrough, because no one writes anything down anymore, I can't actually just go to the bit that I'm stuck at. I have to actually fucking watch it, which means you guys are just watching me try and figure out from a walkthrough what the fuck I meant to do in this game. Hey Crispy Fries, welcome to the stream. What's this? This is a point-and-click detective game called The Slaughter, Act 1. And I can't fucking figure out what I'm meant to do. Why are different options coming up for him? What has he done differently that I haven't done? Or her? But I am a member. I'm really confused because, like, the answers that this book is giving me are not the same answers that the guy's getting in the walkthrough. Don't you stop going on about that, Will. You can always be less shit a kid I've been watching and I too have no clue. Like, I just don't... I must have missed something, but I have no clue what it could be. There's only 3 people for me to talk to. There's only 2 locations I have access to. How do I become a member? Okay. Okay, in the walkthrough, when he says can't talk to you unless you're a member, I go, but I am a member. But that's not happening. So downstairs, members only. Should give this to someone. I think I found it. Arm wrestle? How the fuck do I arm wrestle him? There's no option to do that. I'm mad. I'm mad. Seriously, if anyone has any ideas, just shout. You guys are in this with me. How am I meant to get this dialogue? I don't understand. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong that this dialogue is popping up for other people and not for me? Is it bugged, or have I just not done something? Okay, I've just not done something. Because I inspected it in the wrong place. It's Alice's sterling silver cigarette case. I really should have returned it to Polly. Wait, there's a note inside. CK Members Club, 11 p.m. He doesn't want to talk. Can't use it while he's looking. Use what? Where are you going then? Downstairs. Members only. But I am a member. Do you know why the boss puts me here? Because I've got a mind for faces and I ain't never seen yours before. I'm sure you can allow me this one entrance. Sorry mate, you go near that door, I pull your kneecaps off. How can I become a member then? You can't without the governor's blessing, and I'll tell you what. If you can beat me in an arm wrestle, I'll get you through. Oh, what the fuck was that noise? Let us arm wrestle then. If you insist. Ready? Look behind you. At what? I've just seen the image of St. Tibulus in the woodwork. Enough distractions. Okay, well, we meant to swap the lights. Oh god, that is such a terrible sound. We did establish that your choice made a slightly different story, so you've clearly done it differently to the walkthrough guy. Not much story, yeah. Okay, we just didn't look at a thing in the right place. We tried to look at the cigarette case before we reached this place, and apparently that was not enough. Okay. Okay. Right. So. Still showing your face, eh? Another arm wrestle. Right, look behind you. At what? Blah 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 blah. Bam. Fucking. No. We gotta be really, really fast. I think we've got to be really, really fast. Damn, I need some way of holding the arm in place. Okay. Okay, right. Right, okay. Blah, 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 blah. We tried to put the clamp onto the pole arm earlier and it wouldn't let us. We were doing all the right things, we just hadn't looked at a fucking note. Oh, I'm so upset. Look behind you. Wipe that out. Oh god. This one. This, and then this. We did it. I think we did it. Did we do it? You're tougher than you look. Okay, we just sneak past. Right. Time to get on with this bitch. Bassist, concertina player. Which is okay. Cedric. Sydney Emerson. Cedric Wolfwinus. Wolfwiener. Cedric Wolfwinus III. A new addition since we last met. Provides a certain regal air I feel I was lacking before. How's life on the Razor's Edge? Surprisingly dull, as usual. Nonsense, you must be moving up in the world? I never thought I'd see the day where a dissident like you was granted membership of any club. Granted isn't quite the right word. Ha! Up to your old tricks, eh? I could say the same of you. Who did you have to swindle to get down here? Convincing punters that you're the Earl of Camden again? You're not far off. I've been painting a few pieces for the management. Hackneyed landscapes and the usual parochial tripe. But it's decent work. That doesn't sound too bad at all. You haven't heard the best part. Go on. The booze is on the house. Damn, if only I had embraced the arts in my youth. So what brings you here? You've heard about the murder the other night. Alice Fairchild, the poor girl, was here on the night she died. That's the one. I've been hired by a family member to unearth more about her killing. I suppose it's decent work. Yes, it is, Sid. Don't tell yourself any different. You're providing more than just solace. Okay, now this guy's Falcon. Yes, I suppose so. What's on your mind? Did you know Alice? I did indeed. She modelled for me, as have most of the Frith Street girls. So she worked at the Frith Street brothel. Yes, she truly had the most remarkable complexion. I suppose she will model for me no more. Were you close? I didn't see her outside of modelling in the members' club. It was only in the last few months that we met, but still. The Alice I knew was always honest, warm, and very funny. Do you know much about the murder? Only what the rag said, throat slit in an alley, etc. You've heard it all, of course. Of course. So, do you have any solid leads? Not really, to be honest, Sid. I trust you will soon. You wouldn't happen to have seen Alice on the night she died. I did actually, though we didn't talk as she was working. Who was she with? A portly gent by the name of Jonathan Gibbs. He's in a booth at the moment, talking to another girl, Beatrice. I wouldn't think he's a suspect, though. I saw him skulking after more affordable girls after Alice had left with someone else. Who did she leave with? I didn't see, but maybe our red-faced friend next door did. Okay, we've got some snooping to do. You'd better not leave without saying goodbye.
Hello, sir. What can I get for you?
I'm investigating the death of Alice Fairchild.
I'm glad someone in this city is.
Were you working on the night she was killed?
I wish I could help, but sadly I was at home on that evening, looking after my poorly brother.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's no fault of yours, sir.
Any interesting news going around?
Sorry, I tend to be in a world of my own most of the day, so I wouldn't know.
Have you heard much about the murder?
Only the usual chatter. The mood in here hasn't been the nicest, though.
In what way?
Well, you wouldn't notice it from the punters. A murder doesn't make the blindest bit of difference to them. The girls have been petrified, though, but they tried to hide it. Having to work to make ends meet, knowing they're fair game for some crazed butcher. I'm sorry, I'm rambling.
Not at all. Did you know the victim?
Oh yes, you couldn't miss Alice with that flaming red hair and a nature just as bright as her locks. She'd speak to me every time she was in, always asking after my brother's health in the kindest of manners. I shall miss her.
What else can you tell me about Alice? That music's getting really annoying.
She was a kind woman who didn't deserve to die like that. That's all there is.
Okay. Thank you for your help. Don't think I have the skills necessary to complete it. Oh, it's the painting. I want to go next door. Don't want to disturb them mid-jam. What's the good word, Sid? What are you working on at the moment? I'm attempting to render the band using oil paints. It's thirsty work. I can see that. Taking full advantage of the job's perks, are we? To be honest, I'd rather be painting the barmaid. Her cheekbones tell tales of countless workhouse mealtimes and water-thin gruel.
Actually, it was peas pudding on most nights.
Been up to anything else? Well, keep this to yourself, but I've been dabbling in the aesthetic sector. How so? I'm experimenting with new cosmetic formulas. Cosmetic formulas. You know, powder, lip colour and the like. Some of the girls have kindly agreed to be my test subjects. And no doubt this will lead to some kind of cosmetic manufacturing empire. Remember, Sid, not everything concerns money. So I've been told. Been up to much else? Not particularly, but you'll be the first to know when I have. Some snooping to do, but not leave without saying goodbye. Did you say someone was next door? How do we get next door? Walk, walk. Walk, walk, walk. Jonathan Gibbs, the chubby chap in the red cravat, he's in the booth next door. How do I get next door? Or is it this way? Is it in this direction? I'm a dumbass. I'm an absolute dumbass. Wow, we fully just cat slapped that off the table. What voice is he going to have? What do you want from me? This will be considerably less painful if you let me ask the questions. Am I in some kind of trouble? Alice Fairchild. Never heard of her. I hear Millbank is beautiful this time of year, if they don't send you to the gallows, of course. You're bluffing. What proof do you have? Half the pub saw you leching on her the night she was murdered. What's wrong? Couldn't put up the coin for the night, so you decided to take her by force. That's absurd. To suggest I couldn't afford a common strumpet. My wealth knows no bounds. Alice wasn't common though, was she, Gibbs? And I think you're overstating your worth. I'd wager that you'd always wanted her, and she was out of reach for someone of your meagre wealth. Meagre? How dare you? I'll have you know I left with another girl that night. A girl far more costly than that commoner Alice. You'd better watch that tongue before I rip it out. And which girl is this? It was Beatrice, the girl whose company I was in prior to your intrusion. If that is true, then who did Alice leave with? Why should I tell you? Now correct me if I'm wrong, but you have no further business here. Leave immediately, or I'll have words with the chucker-out upstairs. All right, Mr. Gibbs, but I doubt that alibi will hold for very long. Is this seat taken? Pardon? Is this seat, is it taken? Oh, no, it's not. I'm sorry, am I disturbing you? Not at all, old bean. I've seen far more disturbing things than yourself. Thank you, I guess. The name's Hamway, and yours? Quentin Summerdale. A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Summerdale. Mind if I pick your brains? Be my guest. Pardon me for observing, but you seem rather restless. Restless indeed I am. What's the matter? I'm rather bored, you see. Time was that a man could find many a game to occupy idle hands in this establishment. You mean bar games? Yes, that's it. They used to have all the classics. Nine Men's, Morris, Skittles, Pinball. Can't say I've heard of that one. It's a rather exciting game in which you have to land a pin in a ball of yarn. Sounds exhilarating. Not a fan of shove halfpenny? I would be if I could get my hands on a board. There's one knocking about upstairs. I'm sure the old codger wouldn't notice if you borrowed it. An interesting development. I shall have to get my hands on it. Shouldn't you be at work? If you must know, I am in between jobs. I start at the post office this coming Monday. A man of your intelligence must be wasted in that sector. True, but I intend to steal many a stamp. Okay, blah blah. Have you heard anything of the recent murders? Yes, it's a horrid thought that the beast is still roaming these very streets. Greeting neighbours by day, slaughtering by night. Sipping whiskey and conversing in public houses one second, killing the next. I drink gin, just so you know. And I beer. What manner of man could commit these acts? That is a question I hope to answer. Ah, so you're a philosopher. I've been called many things in my life, but never a philosopher. And spoken with such humility, a philosopher you are! Did you know any of the victims? I can't say I did, though I know the first 3 were killed around Shadwell, and the 4th a stone's throw from here. Chilling to think such a thing could happen in this day and age. I've heard similar sentiments expressed. We all act surprised, but in truth, we know it is inevitable. The city trades in blood. If it isn't spilled often, we'll all be driven to lunacy. We'll be dashing each other's brains out in the street. Surely you can't think murders are good for the city? Calm down, old bean. It's all merely speculative. It seems my judgment was too hasty. You're not a philosopher. You have the sensitive disposition of a poet. Who would you guess the killer is? To make such a judgment would take careful consideration of the facts, and we know very little. He slits the throats of women. Perhaps he has been scorned by womankind in the past and seeks to silence them. He chooses prostitutes. Why so? Surely due to the ease by which he can take their lives in secrecy. The very nature of their work is to take strangers to a private location. Perhaps, or perhaps there is method in his madness. As you mentioned, this is all speculative. What does it matter, his reasons for killing? Matters only that he stopped. Locked away in Bedlam, or very likely hung. And what would you have them do? To kill a disease, we must first understand its nature, not simply destroy the carrier. Could we possibly change the subject? Oh, change the subject. I'm sorry, old bean, I'm getting carried away again. To hell with this philosophical ranting. Okay. Right, I should take my leave. Farewell, Mr. Summerdale. Okay, we need to find that woman. Don't need to go. Okay, fine. Does she go back out? That fucking music. Oh my god. Beatrice, isn't it? It's a pleasure to meet you. If it isn't Mr. Smashy Smash. Looks can be deceiving, madam. And so polite, too. What can I do for you, Mr. Sidney Emerson? Ah, the private detective. You found my sister's lost tabby. My reputation precedes me. Can I ask you a few questions? Of course you can. I wouldn't want to deny a brute like you. Did you know Alice Fairchild? Of course I did. She was a Firth Street girl like me. It makes me sick to the stomach what happened to her. Were you friends? Alice was a friend to everyone. Not a bad bone in her body. Of course she would moan with the best of them. Sometimes to blow off steam, but mostly to make us laugh when spirits were at their lowest. She sounds like a pleasant person. She was. Baked me a plum cake when I was stricken by the pox. Helped me get through it. You investigating her murder then, are you? I'm trying my best. Do me a favour, would you, Sydney? What's that? When you find that murdering bastard, give him a kick in the guts for me. It's a deal. How do you know Cedric? Said he painted me as Salome, the beautiful Grecian queen. Sounds rather tame for Cedric. She was grasping the severed head of John the Baptist. Well, we used a turnip, but you'd never guess from the painting. Resourceful as always. Gibbs claims to be a wealthy man. Is this true? Wealthy? Pull the other one. He's been saving all month to afford me, and I'm no high charger. So I don't suppose you went home with him 3 nights ago. Heavens no, the poor sod went home alone. Albeit after babbling to me and Alice, God rest her soul. He didn't have a penny on him, though he seems to have scraped together a fair bit in the last few days. You're sure Gibbs went home alone? Sure as sugar. Where will you be, in case I need to ask you anything further? If I'm not in here, I'll be at the Frith Street Bard House, unless I'm in the middle of something. God, I need that music to stop. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. The music is driving me insane. I have no desire to speak with you again. Well, that's a shame, Gibbs, because I've just had a word with the lovely Beatrice. It seems that you couldn't even put up the coin for her that night, let alone Alice. She tells me you went home alone, with plenty of time to murder Alice. That whore! Aren't I paying her enough to keep her mouth shut? Apparently not. Now I've got a tidy little story for the first bobby I see. Unless you can help clarify some of the finer points for me. You what? I stand this absolute tune. Alice left with the lackey that night. Who was he talking? I can't. I promise not to talk. I'll ensure you're given a nice cosy cot and maybe an affectionate cellmate if you're lucky. All right, all right. It was Charlie Finch's man. He was taking her back to Finch's house in Golden Square. He'll have me killed if he knows I babbled. He paid me 12 shillings to keep my trap shut. Poor investment. Thank you, Mr. Gibbs. That's all I needed to know. We could get back to whatever it is you do. Please don't tell him I squealed. Was this guy Finch? Hamway? No. Okay. Right, let's get that bloke his game. Sydney, come and join us for a drink. Sorry, Sid, but I've got a lead to follow. Nonsense, you're not going anywhere without a drink. I was just telling Beatrice about the time you foiled Lord Banchester's insurance case. Devious disguises and ingenious methods you employed. Sadie says you're even better than Hawkshaw, a real master of detection. Well, maybe I'll stay for a swift pint. That's more like it. He's suddenly Irish. 3 more, please, Sally, and 1 for yourself. Ah. I could stand to hear this jaunty tune a little less. The loop is just so short. Oh, we stayed and we were... Oh my god, no. There's a corpse afloat in London. Must be the old Red Ripper. Found a girl deceased in Aldgate East. Best call the old Grim Reaper. I take it this is meant to be sung to this song. And they found a clue in Waterloo. Behind the old street sweeper. Okay, cool. I won't dream tonight. Are you sure? Oh shit, we're at the funeral. God damn it. I don't know how long this game is. I don't know if I stop now, whether I'll be playing it for like an hour or even less next time. I'm going to quickly look up how many chapters there are. Sort out 1 chapters. Okay, so there's 5 chapters, and we're on chapter 4.
Should you need to discuss our Lord's plan further, I am in his humble service at the Church of St. Christopher at Finsbury Circus.
Okay. Southern, thank you for coming, Sydney. I appreciate the invitation. It was a nice service, though I'm surprised by the lack of attendance. She seemed like a woman with many friends. My husband felt Alice's friends would make an unseemly sight, considering their profession. I see. He would have preferred if neither of us had attended, lest word spread that he mourned for a whore. Surely others must know that she was your sister. He's made it quite clear that I'm not to inform anyone of Alice, right from the moment he began courting me. I missed the entire eulogy, I know. And you obeyed. William's a good man, Sydney. Please don't think ill of him. He only had our best interests in mind. I assume he knows nothing of our latest agreement. Yes, he doesn't know of how he would find Alice's killer. I don't suppose he'd feel it's a wise use of his money. My money. Please, Sydney, he'd like to meet you. Be sure to visit me at my sister's flat when any new information arises.
So you're the private investigator.
Sydney Emerson.
William Marwood. Your retrieval of the necklace provided much relief for my wife, and for this I thank you. I understand you guarantee complete client confidentiality.
Yes, of course, this is the standard.
Good, Mr. Emerson. So if I should find my or Polly's name in the papers, I shall know who to hold responsible.
I am a master of subtlety, Mr. Marwood, a trait which clearly eludes you.
Come, Polly, we haven't time for idle talk.
I'm to be in Plymouth by this evening. Have a safe journey.
Lima.
What a bore. He's a jackass, Polly. Right. There are 5 chapters, and this is the beginning of chapter 4, so I'm going to call it here, and we will return to figure out who Alice's killer was. Our sweet love Alice, who we knew for about 20 minutes. But clearly we're already in love with her and have dreams about going on boat rides with her. So he's gotten very attached very quickly. We're going to call it here. I really need a drink. My throat is hurting. All these stupid voices. So, yeah, we'll finish this next week. We'll definitely finish it next week. We might even have time to start another game. Alice? Who the fuck is Alice? Alice is the person... What? Actually, Alice is the name of the woman whose murder we're trying to solve. Isn't it? Shit, is her name not Alice? No, her name's Alice! I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Completely. That reference eludes me. I'm sorry. Right. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And I will see you tomorrow when me and Will will be streaming co-op something. I don't know. Maybe that furry stealth game again. We shall see. There's a song to which that is the chorus. Okay. If you say so. I will speak to you all later. Have a great evening, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.